So, if that wasn't a major guess as to what I'm talking about, today I want to discuss the birds and the bees. Yes, we're talking about sex today. I'm going to do my best not to make it as awkward as my grandparents made it for me, because they took me to a church, wrapped rosaries around both wrists, held one crucifix in one of my hands and the Virgin Mary in the other, and had the priest explain to me what was going on. So I'm going to avoid that situation. So, as humans, our species, it's capable of reproduction, and scientists have argued that that was one of the biggest reasons in the past, and it's still kind of one of the bigger ones, so that way our legacies continue. We have this whole new stream of cute little babies to spread the world to. Now, we're in college. Now, this is going to happen a lot, and as a college student, I was curious as to why it happened so much. So I did a whole lot of research, and what I found, I need to share, because I believe we just need to be doing it a whole lot more. So, to start off, sex is vital for our bodies. Our physiological makeup was primarily designed to perform this. So, in my research, I found that sex has been proven to be beneficial mentally, physically, and socially, which is why people, yes, everyone, should have sex more often. So today, I intend to persuade your sexual activity to increase, but responsibly. Okay? So, I just, to do that, I'm going to talk about the consequences of lack of sex, the causes and the possible alternatives, and the solution, which, spoiler alert, it's sex. So, the consequences. In college, we're no strangers to stress, to try to register for classes, our financial situations, our families, our relationships, traffic, or the bus. It all just stacks on. So, in a 2009 article from the Harvard Health Letter, it states that when you don't have sex, your possibilities for migraines increases. You have higher blood pressure. Your immune system drops. You have a higher level of stress. You end up developing anxiety and depression. You have trouble sleeping, and you suffer from lack of intimacy, which is horrible, by the way. Case in point, that all surrounds us. So, I just discussed what occurs to the human body in the absence of sex. So I would now like to discuss the causes of that and, possible alternatives to it. Now, as I stated, there's school. We all have professors that get on our nerves. There's work. A lot of that stuff is physically difficult. I mean, I'm a gardener and in car detailing, so my upper body is in a bad state right now. There's relationships, or lack of them in my case. There's traffic, there's registering for classes, financial issues, because college you end up broke. There's family, the strangers you put up with in the street, and overall fights with anyone. Now, as an alternative, it's been stated that exercise is an excellent stress reliever. But according to the phrase 2005 article, Taking Steps to Reduce Stress, it takes approximately 7 minutes of stair climbing to even make a dent in your stress levels. Now, Lafera also suggests that taking part in a lunchtime dash, which is a trip to the local gym during your lunch hour at work or school, or a massage, just to get all of that out of your system. But not everyone has the time for that. Why are you going to spend half an hour in the gym or an hour getting a massage when 5 minutes it's done? Personally, it just seems like too much going on that'll keep you from having sex. So, I just discussed the causes of what can possibly go wrong when you don't have sex. So, let's get down to the solution.
Ellen,
Yeah?
Who's that over there?
Well, that's the new checkout girl. Don't know her name. Seems cute.
Yeah, very cute. What I like to do to her? Something I call a dirty fozzie.
Okay. Now, sex has always had many misperceptions. You know, I had a preacher when I was younger that said, sex is the devil's way of getting exercise. But it's not as bad as people make it out to be. In a 2014 medical article by Dr. Roxanne Dryden-Edwards and a separate interview to multiple psychologists, sex therapists, experts, and doctors, Michelle Blackbird's 2011 article, they both state that there are 10 significant benefits to having sex. Number 1, better relationships. When you have sex, your brain reduces oxytocin, which is causing higher levels of trust and love. And again, you lower stress because of the same oxytocin. 3, you get a better self-perception of feeling healthy because of lower cortisol levels, which is the anti-oxytocin. Number 4, you lower your blood pressure and you maintain fewer strokes. When you're having sex, your heart's active, so your blood vessels widen up, so there's not a chance of your veins busting open. It improves the function of your immune system. When you're orgasming, your white blood cell count levels shoot up. So it's pretty funny that that's when it happens. You lower your risk of cognitive disability when you're older. So it slows the aging of your brain due to the heavy flow of blood there, and it fights the development of dementia. I mean, who wants to have that when they're older? Because of the physical activity, you get fewer disabilities with age. You maintain fewer heart attacks because of the aerobic exercise that you get from it. And guys, it lowers your chances of prostate cancer. It really does, per ejaculation. So these two people have found that health and longevity have a positive correlation with sex. Now, I do pressure you guys to be responsible. I know you've heard it a million times because there's so many different contraceptives available. There are condoms, there's gels, there's pills, and the CDC reported that today in America, 78% of couples use condoms and 71% of women use birth control pills. So there's the down and dirty of why people should have sex. I discussed the consequences of abstinence, the causes of those consequences, and the solution. But when you leave and you get this done, please be polite and say thank you. Thank you.